Our next event on NWA Pro Wrestling is an Australian tag team match featuring the World Tag Team Champions. In the ring, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Lee Scott. His partner is from parts unknown. This is Agent Steel.
Good-looking body.
Are the World Tag Team Champions. From Main Street, USA in Atlanta, Georgia, Jimmy Garvin, Michael P.S. Hayes, the fabulous Freebirds.
Well, Bob, these son of a gun, as much as you think somebody's going to have the opportunity to take those titles away from them, Michael Hayes and company always thinking, still have them around their waist.
I tell you, they got giant egos to go along with it, but nobody struts like the Freebirds, do they?
Bam Bam Gordy is up on the mountain with Daddy, and he's just kind of resting and cooling out up there as Michael Hayes and Jimmy Garvin.
What are they doing now, Lance? I mean, the bell is rung. They still got their jackets on. They're still walking around the ring.
I don't know. They were talking to referee Tommy Young. What is this?
Yeah.
Waiting across the way, Agent Steel. Good-looking guy. And boy, this Lee Scott, we know what a gamer he is. This son of a gun's tough. Michael, shedding all of his paraphernalia, gets down to the belt and takes it off. But Garvin has still got his jacket and everything on.
Garvin looks like he's not even going to get ready to get in there. Looks like, hey, if he's going to do it all by himself. You know, there's such a thing as overconfidence. He may be a little bit too tight. That guy right there might take him on.
This might be over-ego, in fact. Look at Garvin, still with the jacket on. I don't know what the story is here, but Michael is walking and talking. Boy, I want to remind, next week, Bob, on NWA Pro, we're going to have some great exclusive footage, particularly for those folks that might have missed last Tuesday night. We'll have a lot of it, and I think you're really going to look forward to seeing that program.
What a night that was. That was a red-letter night for the NWA, no doubt about that, man. But I tell you, we got some great highlights, and I know all you fans around the country, you're going to really want to see those.
Bob mentioned a little earlier, we had told you last week that Sting was going to be in here with flying. Whoa, look at Michael. That son of a gun is so conceited, he's going to take them both on himself. Garvin hadn't even gotten out of his jacket. Look, he can steal one. Whoa, got one. Think again, Michael. You may have something by the hand right here you don't want. Coming out, slipping in behind, runs Hayes in, takes him back up over. 1, 2. He's getting one more each time. That's a 2 count. Look at him, hook him again with the leg. And again a 2 count. This Agent Steel off very, very fast with Michael Hayes. Tag on Lee Scott. They're looking good.
Well, I tell you, Hayes is going to find out. He's got a tiger by the tail in there in his pass. Clothesline them both that time, Lance.
Yeah, they were waiting on him, but not in the proper manner. And Michael, we've made the comment so many times, this guy is rough and tough. He can wrestle. But above all, and I think that's the reason his name is so prominent, and he's had the belts and been able to hold them, he is a smart, heady wrestler. Lee Scott down to the mat. Banged him outside the ring. Picked Scott up. Big chop. And Scott down as Agent Steel was shaken up. And he's over on the side now coming around to help his partner. Look at this. How about the hot dog?
Well, I tell you, you're talking about him being smart and heady. He's also unpredictable. You never know what Michael P.S. Hayes is going to do in the ring. Always looking for that opening. And he'll take a cheap shot if he can get it.
He just took a shot at Lee Scott, and we didn't think he was going to get back in. Big elbow, and Scott is back down center of the ring again. Michael just taking time out. One of these days, that's going to be his undoing.
You know, we talk about him and we talk about him and their egos and all of this. Let's don't forget one thing, though. They got the gold. You're looking at the World Tag Team Champions. You bet. They don't get any better than that, you know?
Michael handling this whole situation himself. Oh, he caught him with a left. Hanging on to the rope, he just swung around like a gate bob, and he decked Lee Scott. And I mean severely. Oh, look at this. Come over and fix my hair. I don't want to let it get ruffled while I'm in here with two guys handling it all myself. Michael from behind, pulling up with the left hand, pushing down with the right, cuts him hard. And Lee Scott, after that shot, I don't know how much Lee's got left. He needs to get to the corner, make a tag on Asian Steel.
Well, there's no doubt that left hand, it landed right on the button, and Scott, as you say, needs to make a tag. He's been in. He really doesn't have the vim and the pep now that he needs to go against Hayes, who's always moving in that ring.
Well, the DDT put Lee Scott on the deck, and this may be it. Maybe Michael has proved something. What is this? Oh, now he comes to tag Jimmy Garvin after he flattened him with that DDT. Look at Jimmy Garvin with the belt still on, takes the jacket off. 1, 2, 3.
Heck, Lance, we could have pinned him.
The winners of the match, the World Tag Team Champions, the Freebirds.
Don't want to mention anything about show-off, but that's the epitome of it right there. And Michael's still hamming it up. Watch him with it. He does know how to throw that DDT on.
Boy, he got it in full force and all the power right on it, and there was no way that Scott was going to get up from that one. Then he went over to make that tag as he strutted over. All Garvin had to do was just come in and touch Scott, and that's exactly what he's going to do, belt and all on.
Yeah.
Still around the neck, and that chain puts the knee down. There it is, the winners, the world champions, the fabulous Freebirds. Right now, fans, let's find out what Joe Pedicino knows.